Concentration of fate sanctic powers are used by pious psychers to protect allies and smite heretics. Can only target creatures suffering from warp, burn or burning, orchestrated flames. Whatever. Everyone within a 7-cell cone in front of the psyker suffers psychic shriek damage and is forced to make a willpower resistant test. All targets that fail the test are stunned. That's cool. Using either theirs or the psyker's stats, whichever is higher at the moment. Oh, mind bond and not blow. They will spend all their movement points to move as close as possible toward the psyker. They can act as normal, but all their MP are spent on moving toward the psyker. At the end of the turn, the target must make willpower resistance. That's cool. Moved up to by 2 turns in the round initiative sequence. The ability may allow the psyker to have 2 turns during 1 round. Recognition is cool. I don't know what to take. Recognition, awareness, logic. Logic? Maybe? Affected by intelligence. Makes a character's rational arguments more convincing and allows them to notice any logical inconsistencies in other people's words. Also, it helps to operate cogitators more efficiently. May give access to new dialogue options. Awareness. This guy I will need. Castigating echoes. Terminus is 24 or 29. While the psyker is not in the target's line of sight or psyker is in cover, all resistant tests of the target suffers might. No. Increase by 4. Yeah, hymns of hatred are good. Ooh. The first time that momentum reaches 200 during the psyker's turn. The psyker gains 5 to all characteristic and 1 to resolve, 1 to deflection and 1 to all damage that psyker deals until the end of combat. Shit. Hymn of hatred. 1 AP. How much do you have? Intelligence, perception. Oh no. Does it do it again? Because it's barely moving. Or maybe not. Yes, please. Toughness, please. Warp speed. Until the end of combat, the target ally increases their movement points by 5, their agility by 9, and their AP by 1. Warp speed, please. Okay, and the last one. Ballistics kill. Hmm. Hmm. Catch effect. The start of the bounty's hunter turn. This target suffers stacking -2 times catches difficulty tier plus bonus hunters 3% penalty to their armor and dodge once the catch moves or suffered damage. The catch penalties are removed. Please. Oh, and I have to do her. I have no idea what she's doing. All enemies hit by the Master Tactician have 10% higher chances to hit their cover. 20% dodge against attacks made by allies. Deal minus 25% less damage to allies and deal 50% less additional damage with critical hits against allies. This is good. %12% more damage to targets with less than 50% wounds and heals 20% more wounds for targets with less than 50% wounds. Assign objective. Master Tactician marks an enemy. If that enemy is killed by one of the Master Tactician's allies, before the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn, that ally gains 10 plus 2 times allies resolve, momentum, and a 5 to all characteristics until the end of combat. The bonus to all characteristics does not stack. That's cool. That is cool. Linchpin. The target ally or the Master Tactician gains 1 resolve for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage. The Master Tactician has, but the Master Tactician loses half of their stacks of tactical advantage. To round it up, this effect stacks at least until the beginning of the Master Tactician's next turn. He gains stack of tactical advantage equal to 28% of all momentum the target gains instead of 12 usually. Assign objective. Thank you. Everyone is loaded. I will save the game. And where were we going? Here. This is an uncharted system. Let's check it. Ships. I hate ships. Begin scan. Glass steel. Nothing, just XP. They are just standing there watching me menacingly. Plus 50. Please don't tell me that I attacked him. Yeah. Eldari Shadow Hunter. Oh my Jesus. I will be destroyed. Let's go macro cannons. Void ship ram. Use those. This go here, this is going here. So we'll have to do like this. Probably. Or I can shoot it. And those torpedoes can be destroyed? I hope. Come on, come on, come on, don't do this to me, come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Why I don't have Warp Chancellor? Channeler. Okay. Let's get destroyed. Oh! Shoot it, shoot it. Oh, come on. And it did. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I used it. Oh my god, I'm dumb. I am dumb, dumb, dummy, dumb, 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 dummy, dumb, dumb. I will go to your back. Shoot the laser. Cool. Yeah. I'm not going to survive that no matter what. Miss. Let's go to the torpedoes. Let's ram. Yeah, will be destroyed. Let's restart shields. But I missed. Great. No. I cannot fight them. Don't tell. No, okay. Okay, there's nothing for me to find. There's just a bunch of plastic and 100 XP. I can make it wherever. I don't want to visit it. Chart new routes. I need to get to... What? Telicus Epsilon. Where is my... Where is my main quest? No. Where is my main quest? Oh no. No, 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 no. Dragons. Where is it? This is Karnak. Where is Dragons? What the hell? What? Wesh is a powerful telepath who can track down the conspirators by following the dark traces of their treacherous thoughts. The Lord Captain can find him in an astropathic chapel. Yeah, I can go to Cranach. Mundus Valancius. Mundus Nulus, Mundus Valancius. It's this. And it's deadly. This is a safe route. This is a deadly route. This is deadly route. Deadly. Deadly, 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 dude. Everything is deadly. Do I have... Can I go there? Nope. That's dumb. Should I? I should... No, I should go back to the... They tried to kill me, so I have to find the culprit. So we will focus on that. Let's go to the chapel, talk to Mr. Weiss. Do I have anything else to do in here? Manufactorum Kiava Gamma, Krana, Kunzalasis, Eldarian Distress, Ruler, Ritual Binding, Critical Tasks. Forgotten Queen System is a particular interest to the Rogue Trader. Okay, so we will go there. I don't care if I lose. If the main quest is time restricted. I don't care. Where is Mr. Weiss? Where is Mr. Weiss? Adalbert Weiss? Choir Master Weiss. Where is this guy? What? Meet Clotus? Meet Zeke? What? Astropathic Chapel. I am in Astropathic Chapel. No, I'm in Worship Shrine. Well.
But to the astropaths who dwell in this chapel, it is music. Cursed music.
What
Why do the
the hell?
astropaths not fill this place with litanies in his name instead?
Yeah, this is a cursed music. Zachary, what did you do? Choir Master Weish turns toward you long before you reach him. A chill ran down your spine, as if someone were watching you from inside your own being. Your heart has failed. The strange sensation passes as suddenly as it arrives. The choir master shakes his head. I know why you are here, your lordship, and with all due respect, I am asking you to reconsider. This is your first and last warning. Reconsider what? I have not asked my question. So you would rather not take part in the search of mutineers? You feel a strange anxiety as the old man's burned-out eyes seem to probe your inner self. Your intentions are fairly easy for me to infer. You are looking for mutineers, and the only reason you would come to your choir master is to order me to turn to the warp for answers. Your predecessor came to me with the same orders once. Nothing good came of it. Please believe me, Lord Captain, when I say a mountain of corpses was at least of the problem we faced that time. So you say you have performed the ritual before. Many years ago, it was a time when Lady Theodora had become anxious. Perhaps the Lord Inquisitor's interest in her affairs adversely affected her. Shall we say trust in her own subjects? She was expecting a betrayal, and eventually her paranoia brought her to me. I performed the ritual, but the choir ceased to exist. I remember that lady. I remember that day, Lord Captain. When we arrived at the chapel, there was blood on human remains everywhere. But that was the least of terrifying things we saw there. The Asuryani spent decades tempering their spirits before touching the veil. You lack the gift of time, yet you seek to harness powers that are only too pleased with your ignorance. What is the nature of this ritual? It takes the entire choir's power to invade such a prodigious number of minds at once. I wave their voices into a chord and steer it into the murky sea of the people's souls. Together we read tens of thousands of thoughts, emotions and intents, looking for the thing we are after. The seed of corruption you are interested in. Why are you so worried about the ritual? Lord Captain, do you know the proverb about staring too long into the abyss? Then the abyss starts looking into you. What you're asking for is tantamount to plunging the entire choir into the abyss, into that abyss. A ritual like that will require incredible focus from each of its participants. It will take a single careless thought, a single glance in the wrong direction for the way back to be lost. Human minds fusing into one another, vitrified organs inside still living bodies, perverse fanaticism manifesting in the flesh. Nothing will stop the horrors of the warp from spreading all over the ship in the blink of an eye. And even if I agreed, it would be impossible. I would need a second powerful telepath as defender to shield my mind. The last time my best apprentice, Adeline, did that, but she is no longer with us. She was exceptionally talented, rivaling even myself. Now I know of only one psyker in the entire expanse who is here equal, but he is bound to the service of one of House Winterscale's planetary governors, and thus unavailable to us, which makes your dangerous enterprise an impossibility. How bad was it? Worse than you can imagine, your lordship. It only took a fraction of a second lingering inside another mind for one of the astropaths to lose control of their own. The affliction spread down the chain like fire. No one was spared. The minds of my charges could not withstand the tension. Their consciousness were caught in a vortex of alien thoughts. The fortunate ones died at once. As for the rest, Argenta makes the sign of the Aquila. Protect the souls of the stricken and take them under your wing, that your faithful servants may find peace. The important thing I am interested to know is, was the ritual successful that time? Did you find what you were looking for? The choir master, cowers as if cornered. I did find it, but the price, yes, Lady Theodora got the names she wanted, but was it worth it? The tragedy has remained a secret hidden within the chapel, but we were a hair's breadth away from it becoming an epitaph inscribed on the ship's remains. But it was on your watch that the ritual led to disaster. It is fair to say my predecessor was being herself there. Please, Lord Captain, learn from her mistakes instead of committing your own. I see. That is the harsh truth. Your lordship, it must not be done. Who will help you perform the ritual? I am reluctant to risk my life. We will help you find the guy. And who it is? The choir master smiles, though courteous, seems ever so slightly sarcastic. Heinrich is a psyker, he could help. Master von Kallax is a brilliant biomancer, your lordship, but as far as I know, he is not particularly adept at telepathy or psychers. Detective rituals, is he? Knowing a powerful psyker employed by the Winter Scale, who is he? Master Herrimon is a seasoned telepath, but his lord would never part with such an incredibly valuable specialist. A sizable amount of money will be necessary to organize Master Herrimon's escape. I will hire professionals to set up his escape, send a message to whoever ought to know. Right on. As you please, lowest profit factor. Okay, Master Herrimon will welcome the news of his forthcoming release. His present lord is quite unpleasant. I will report back once Master Herrimon has been brought on board. And for today, for this night, I am done. I hope we will see each other tomorrow at the same time, at midnight, for another hour or two of Warhammer Rogue Trader. Thank you all for being here. I wish you the best vibes you can even imagine. The best for you. Goodbye.